This is the Samsung's S24 device that you should choose this year from their latest lineup. Let me explain why. Welcome to my review of the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus, which has Samsung's AI sprinkled throughout its UI. Let's begin with design. I have the plum colour, which Samsung calls cobalt violet. It looks very nice and it shimmers and shines in the light. So the cobalt is inspired by Earth's most precious materials. They're striking colours and reveal the power of nature. And it looks stunning as well when it reflects alongside the light. And this sits alongside 6 other colour choices. The front and back glass are made from Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, offering strength and scratch resistance. They are paired together or sandwiched together with a Armour Aluminium 2 frame. This will give even extra strength to those bezels. It fits around a square designed smartphone with a soft curved corners. It is really sleek and slender. It looks similar to other smartphones available, but I think they all do nowadays. No need to worry about dust and water resistance, as it's IP68 resistance to ensure you can go wherever you want to and your device can come with you. Taking a tour around your device, let's start at the top. It has its mics and antenna bars. On the left side, you've got further antenna bars. Switching to the bottom, you've got your SIM, you've got your mic and USB-C ports. So your SIM card is a nano size option, the smallest and most standard now you would see on the market. eSIM is available. No SD card slot available though with this device. I'm not a fan of fixed storage, but with cloud options you are covered. Just means you'll get an extra cost each month. Finally, on the right is your power and volume keys. So sadly, no tactile difference here between them, just the volume keys are a little larger. When it comes to weight, your device weighs 196 grams, or with my scales 197, it just flickers, and then the thickness is 7.7 millimeters. It's running Android 14 and One UI 6.1. There may be an update required. When it comes to updates, Samsung have agreed a security update period value until the 31st of January 2031. Drop a comment below letting me know how old you will be. Sadly, I will be 44. Wow. Can't believe that. That's scary. Moving on to your battery, a very key factor for purchasing a new smartphone, and it is important you have a large enough battery to power all of the apps, the AI that's sprinkled throughout this device, and even just to power that display when you're enjoying content or just capturing photos all the time. So while this device offers a whopping 4,900 mAh battery with the option to charge at 45 watts fast charging, allowing for 65% charge in just 30 minutes, which is awesome. Very quick if you forgot to charge your device overnight, like I do most of the time. 15 watt wireless charger, so if you have a Qi wireless charger, or a 4.5 watt reverse wireless charging for charging those accessories. Sadly, I don't have any other Samsung accessories, but with this I managed to charge my AirPod. You can also have the ability to reverse wireless charge another smartphone. Now let's discuss and discover what we actually be focused on all of the time, and that's its 6.7 inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display with a resolution of 3120 by 1440, which offers Quad HD Plus resolution. Make sure to turn this on in settings though, because it's set to the lower option. We have HDR10 Plus, 16 million colours, which is amazing. So that means your images and content will pop and come alive. And one of the key factors here is a refresh rate, so 1 to 120 Hz refresh rate. So you don't get that on the iPhone Plus model, but you do on this model, which I think is a key selling point. 2600 nits peak brightness, so when you're out and about, you're going to be okay. Currently here in the UK, you don't need that whatsoever, because we're just consistently having rain. There are a lot of specs to take in there, but the biggest thing for me is that refresh rate. You won't be disappointed when scrolling through your social media or sitting back and watching a film. It just looks really enjoyable to watch. When gaming, it comes alive with colours popping and the sound is great thanks to stereo speakers. I know this will split people, but I'm a fan of an always on display. I know some people get a little bit annoyed because it drains the battery, but I like to have information at a glance. So you have an always on display here. You might need to turn this on in settings as well. Moving on to our power and performance. So the CPU is a deca-core Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which varies in speed from 1.9 GHz to 3.2 GHz. Please note, depending where you live, you may have a different processor built in. Its GPU is an Eclipse 940, 12 GB of RAM. Storage is 256 GB. Available storage when you first launch your device is 231.2 GB. And I have mentioned there is no SD card option to expand your storage. So this device has a vapor chamber, which is over 1.5 times bigger than previous models. The new and improved heat dissipation system helps you keep gaming an optimal performance. So its latest vapor chamber is bigger than before, an integrated liquid type thermal interface material. But with this new vapor chamber, it means it will stay cooler for longer. Then your cameras. Samsung are known for their cameras, and I've really enjoyed snapping away, and I've got some photos in here to show you, or make sure to check out my Instagram for all of my photos uploads. So when it comes to your rear camera, you've got a 3-camera setup, 50 megapixel main sensor with an f1.8 aperture, plus a 10 megapixel ultra wide, which is f2.4, plus a 12 megapixel ultra wide f2.2. Optical image stabilization is available, autofocus, and your rear camera zoom has optical zoom at 3 times and optical zoom 2 times, enabled by adaptive pixel sensor, and the digital zoom is up to 30 times. Also, this is where you'll see AI sprinkled throughout the camera. Video recording is still a step up above iPhone with 8K video recording, so UHD. So its resolution is 768 by 4320 at 30 frames per second, or you can get 4K at 60 frames per second. Slow motion is available 240 frames at full HD, 120 frames at ultra HD. Swinging round to your front camera, in the display you've got the pinhole camera here, which is a front facing 12 megapixel sensor, f2.2 in aperture, autofocus, 4K at 30 or 60 frames per second, and 1080p at 30 frames per second. So as I mentioned, there are AI sprinkled throughout your device, and this is actually quite incredible where this is changing now compared to other models. Its main feature is circle to search. With a tap and hold of the home button, you're able to draw a circle around an object to search to see what it is. This on one of my YouTube videos, and it identified what I was actually circling. Live translate, so translate calls with a tap. So if you receive a call from someone who speaks a foreign language, simply quick translate, and they'll translate the language for you while you're talking, and that works both ways. This also works with a text message as well. One key factor for me being visually impaired is accessibility. As always, Samsung is not just meeting the mark for accessibility, it's pushing the bar even higher. With AI on your device, it's even more impressive. It begins with the setup phase where you have a wide range of settings to choose from to help set up your device no matter your impairments. When heading into the accessibility settings section on your device, it will shock you how many options are available to change and adjust the settings to allow you to use your device no matter your accessible need or requirements. I want to say though, if you have any questions or queries, drop a comment down below and I'll be more than happy to help. So wow, that's a lot to take in there. There's so much with this device. First of all, I love the colour. I think the cobalt violet is really nice. It really pops and comes alive. Haven't had any issues with the storage, so I've used this device for a couple of months now. Snapping away, checking out social media, downloading movies, enjoying content on the go. No problems whatsoever. The one thing I do like is the fast charging in the mornings, putting my device on because I never charge it overnight. So you've got the options of wireless charging or fast charging via wire, and then just enjoying this big display as well. Very colourful, very bright from Samsung as always, and I've had a real pleasure with it. So the only negative that I've got is on one of the corners slightly. They can be a little bit sharp. They're a soft corner, but they can be sharp. I would also maybe suggest using a case as always. And the other thing for myself is when I was gaming for a heavy amount of time, it does get warm, but with that new vapor chamber, it does cool down really well. But let me know what you think. I think it's really great to hear from you. So very much similar to the iPhone Plus and the iPhone Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus and the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, I think a lot of people are going to choose the Plus variants because it's a larger display, it has the key specs, but it's missing a couple of key flagship options that go into the Ultra and the Pro devices. But I think this will be absolutely perfect for you. I would happily use this though over the Ultra with AI sprinkled throughout. Makes having a new smartphone exciting again because they'd come a little bit redundant. It was just the same thing, a couple of new features repackaged, but I think with AI it's exciting and something new is coming. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. A huge thank you if you're still watching to this point. I can see most of my viewers are not yet subscribed. Well, come on in and hit that subscribe button and say yes to the notification bell to be updated when I share new videos. Here in the UK, the S24 Plus will set you back about £1,000, or check out Vodafone's UK's website who kindly supplied this device for the latest contract prices. All that's left to say is enjoy your day and thank you for watching, and see you in my next video, which is right here.